So the movie Blonde is causing a ruckus. As you can see here, Emily Ratajkowski slams Marilyn Monroe biopic Blonde for fetishizing female pain even in death, while admitting she's not seen it yet. And actually the rant that she goes on is very, very funny. Talks about being in her bitch era. What? We just want to be mean? Can't we just be nice? Very strange. Very, very strange. Now, look, I've not seen Blonde. I'm off to go watch Smile this evening, so I'll review that for you guys. But, you know, it's a difficult one, right? You know, you are talking about, or at least exploring Marilyn Monroe and kind of what she went through, I guess. Necessarily fetishizing it. Again, it's difficult. Like, I've not seen it. But neither has Emily. Now, if you don't know who she is, Emily Ratajkowski is a very interesting individual. I suggest do a little bit of research on this this lady. Interesting how she got her sort of leg up. More specifically, the 31-year-old, you know, leaving her husband and things like that, apparently was unfaithful. And I wonder if that's part, you know, the sort of anger that's coming out here. Saying that anger is more difficult to fetishize. Not for someone who likes BDSM, but alright. And thus declared herself to be in her bitch era. So let's just scroll down, right? So I've heard a lot about this Marilyn Monroe movie Blonde, which I haven't seen yet, but I'm not surprised to hear that it's yet another movie fetishizing female pain even in death. Emily began her TikTok monologue. I mean, that's... God, we've reached peak nonsense in the West, haven't we? TikTok monologue. Fuck me. Anyway, her perspective appears to have been coloured by the bad reviews of Blonde, which have sharply polarised the critics to a tune of 43% of Rotten Tomatoes. I'll tell you what, it's getting better reviews than Rings of Power. And She-Hulk. The Wall Street Journal called the film one long slog into sadness and more than predictable tragedy. New York Times said it was an exploiting Marilyn Monroe for old time's sake. No, probably just for a new audience, to be fair. A New Yorker slammed it as ridiculously vulgar, the story of Monroe, as if it were channeled through Mel Gibson's The Passion of the Christ. I mean, it's difficult, isn't it? Like, this is, you know, the Monster Jeffrey Dahmer series. I'm watching that at the moment, and you know what? Like, that's a very good series, but in terms of how much it actually gets right, not a lot. It really does dramatize a lot of stuff. And you know, in the same vein as The Woman King, you know, sort of saying inspired by true events and things like that. I mean, I do think the Jeffrey Dahmer one should probably have had a message at the start, just saying that this is quite heavily dramatized, so then people could, if they so wished, go and watch and research stuff after the fact. So it's difficult, right? But Emily, having evidently read the press around the film, and she says this: we love to fetishize female pain. Who? Look at Amy Winehouse, look at Britney Spears, look at the way we obsess over Diana's death. The way we obsess over dead girls and serial killers. Watch any CSI episode and it's like this crazy fetishization of female pain and death. Well, then surely that's a fetishization of sort of incriminating men in the victimhood of females then as well. Like, conversely, it's the same argument. You know? Sort of villainizing men. Surely that's the same thing, right? We have a fetishization for villainizing men. If you're saying that all of them are just based on female pain, I mean, it's very rarely that it's perpetrated in those instances by women as well. Interesting. So in a more reflective mode, she remarked that as women, I mean, I can say for myself for sure that I've learned how to fetishize my own pain and my own hurt in life so that it feels like something that can be tended to. That's kind of sexy and like, you know, I'm like this, effed up girl, whatever. What? Goodness me. And also, speak for yourself. I don't want to fetishize females, female pain. It's just bizarre. What a bizarre outlook. So anyway, we have this, right? So Emily wrote a book of essays called My Body Exploring Themes, like her own sexualization, including while in the public eye, said, and I think we do that in many, many different ways, but I want that to change. And then here's the laughable stuff. But I was thinking about it, and what's kind of hard to fetishize? Anger. Again, not for a BDSM lover, but never mind. Anger is hard to fetishize. So I have a proposal. Here we go. Here's the big brain activity from yours truly right there. Are you ready for this big brain take? It's going to blow your mind, ladies and gents. Honestly, peak. It's peak 2022, that's for sure. So I have a proposal. I think we all need to be a little more pissed off. I'm going to be in my bitch era. 2022, baby, is my bitch era. This is, I think, we should all be in our bitch era. I mean, you tried, I guess, Emily. You tried to have a good take. And the supermodel concluded, so I'm going to be pissed off when I see this movie. I already know it. Bit close-minded, but never mind. But it's nothing new. What, because you're pissed off all the time? And yeah, I'm just going to get angry. Right. You sound very stable. Let's go into my bitch era, I guess. Wow. Wow. I mean, this is just... What? What nonsense is this? So anyway... She's in her bitch era and thinks everyone else should just be angry and annoyed for a movie she hasn't even seen. So Blonde, interesting movie. Interesting, it's getting everyone riled up. And the thing is, it's not even well liked by the audiences either. So, it'd be interesting. Do I want to see this? Probably not. But can I laugh at people who haven't seen it proclaiming that they're going to be in their bitch era about stuff? Hell yes I can. That is comedy gold. Anyway, cheers guys. Have a great Sunday. Take care.